The Western Conference champions are the Dallas Mavericks. They're going to the NBA Finals. And going to the Finals for the first time in 13 seasons. And are the Western Conference champions.
The emotions of Dirk Nowitzki. What he's always dreamed of. Hoping to have another chance after the bitter loss in 2006. An unlikely playoff run capped off by Dallas upsetting LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and the favored Miami Heat.
Be proud of the guys. We fought. Ultimately, we had too many injuries caught up with us. Too many injuries, but we battled hard. We battled unbelievably hard to even get to the 6th seed. I'm proud of the guys, and we gave it all we had.
You know, however long my body holds up and it's still fun and I'm still able to be efficient and help this franchise win some games, I'll be around. And if the time comes, I think my body will tell me, and then it's time to go.
There's no chance that Dirk is a top 10 player, and he's one of my, I love watching Dirk Nowitzki, but he ain't top 10. Top 15, you could argue. I'm going to say you're going to lose that argument. Maybe he's top 20, but maybe he's just outside the top 20.
With the 9th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Dennis Smith Jr. from North Carolina State University.
I want to fulfill that 2-year contract. I saw nothing this year that was going to stop it. So as of now, we'll see how the rehab goes the next few weeks and how the ankle responds. But obviously, I'm going to work towards another season.
With the 5th pick, the Dallas Mavericks select Trae Young from the University of Oklahoma.
With the 33rd pick, the Dallas Mavericks select Jalen Brunson from Villanova University.
The Atlanta Hawks and Dallas Mavericks have agreed in principle to a deal. The Hawks will select Luka Dončić with the 3rd pick. They will send him to Dallas. Trae Young will go from the Dallas Mavericks at 5 to the Atlanta Hawks at 3.
The Mavs are interested in Clippers center DeAndre Jordan, the same DeAndre Jordan who jilted the Mavs at the free agent altar 3 years ago. It was a tragic comedy that played out in emoji on Twitter, a brutal reminder of Mavs free agent failures.
Can improve everything. So me to be the player I want, I need to work hard every day, improve everything. You can improve everything every day. I would like to make the playoffs. I always put first the team. I think every rookie wants to win Rookie of the Year.
For Thanksgiving.
Indeed.
Got it.
Here it is. The corner, Luka! It goes in! How did he do it? How did he do it? That is Luka magic!
The Mavericks' life, whole organization changed when they got Luka Dončić. And it changed the way that what Dennis Smith Jr.'s future was going to be in this league. And that, more than anything, is probably why they're looking to move on from him. The way they have handled this has not been ideal.
What do you see as the future of you and Luka together?
If we do play together long term, right away we clicked from the beginning. We're both European players. There's so many things that it's just like we clicked right away, and I think that's going to translate on the court also.
This is being reported, folks, from Bleacher Report. Reportedly, Harrison Barnes, mid-game, is being traded to Sacramento for Justin Jackson and Zach Randolph.
A league MVP and an NBA champion. A 7-foot forward from Germany, number 41, Dirk Nowitzki. Down to 8, moves on Pumble, takes it in, hammers it home. Dallas has got the lead. Dončić throws down a sledgehammer. Don't sleep on Luka. It was a landslide. Those voters showing an understanding of history after Dončić put together not only the best rookie season of this year, but Luka's rookie campaign is one of the best we've ever seen. The result? Luka gets 98 of 100 first-place votes.
Porzingis was a foregone conclusion. They commit 5-year, $158 million. Having Kristaps is a good thing, but you already had him. It's not like that's something new, right? Like, you traded for him last season. He was never going anywhere else, though.
Luka Dončić is 16th overall. Do you think he's going to have the 16th best season?
I think he could possibly have a better season. He's one of those rookies that came in with the skill set that we haven't really seen from a rookie. So I think the sky's the limit for him to be one of the best players in the world.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and I know what I'm capable of going forward. But of course, I always have the expectations for myself super high, but I also got to be realistic. I'm coming back after a long period of time, and as I said, it wasn't a bad start.
Finney Smith got the ball back. It's picked up by Brunson. Oh, wow! Lob to Porzingis.
just lobbed the perfect pass up to Porzingis for the jam. Second look, same results.
Here's what Jerry West, yes, the logo, told the Dallas Morning News this weekend about Luka. I've been around a long time. There's a difference between all-stars and superstars. A superstar is different, and that's what he is. He'll be the best player Dallas has ever had.
They're not going to get out of the first round. They're going to lose to the Clippers. But I still think Porzingis is a piece of the future. I think health is imperative for him. And him and Luka getting on the same page, I do not think Luka at this stage of his career can elevate the Dallas Mavericks. But soon, it's coming.
I mean, I knew my knee was hurting already, but that's when we did the MRI, and it showed that there's a meniscus tear. I played through it in Game 2 and Game 3. It got worse. Right before the game, I just couldn't get the knee going, and it's super disappointing, super frustrating.
Great season. I'm proud of our team, how we fight. I think we fight till the end. Clippers have an amazing team. It was hard. We gave everything. We played especially hard in the playoffs. Like I said, I'm proud of our guys.
With the 18th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Josh Green from Sydney, Australia, and the University of Arizona.
I think Mavs fans are going to be upset that Seth Curry is gone. Now you get a defensive wing in Josh Richardson, but this fills a huge need for the Dallas Mavericks by getting a defensive wing in Josh Richardson.
Are Luka and the Mavs title contenders this season?
Yes, they are. If Porzingis is healthy, they're title contenders. Luka's an MVP caliber player. Porzingis is not far behind, and then they have Dorian Finney-Smith and Maxi Kleber.
They didn't have the great offensive efficiency that they had last year. I'm not surprised. I think the expectations, people thought Luka was going to win the MVP. They thought those numbers were going to be there and their team was going to continue to grow. It's just been a very slow growth so far this year.
We don't have that chemistry yet that we're looking for. We don't have our roles clear, and we're just kind of out there playing, and we're a talented group, but just a rough night for us, and I think we got to start with realizing who we are, realizing our roles each individually.
Got to get it in. Here's Luka. Gets it away. It's good! A Dončić dagger! He wins it three. As he was stumbling, he somehow got it to go.
This kid is going to go down as one of the greatest all-time players. He has his imprint completely on the game. He has the pulse of the game. He has the flow of the game. There's no holes in his offensive game. He's able to get his teammates going as well. He's probably the most unguardable player.
Luka Dončić, brilliance from the young man, respect from the coaches. And this series is over. The first round is over. The home team finally gets a win. The Clippers advance. It's tough here. You watch a guy like Luka Dončić play the way he played.
The Kristaps Porzingis, Luka Dončić, the chemistry is weird, awkward. They need Porzingis to either be that second star. Everybody gets his durability issues. They saw how diminished his mobility was this season. He was a defensive liability.
The Dallas Mavericks say they mutually agreed to part ways with general manager Donnie Nelson. Owner Mark Cuban released a statement. He wants to thank Donnie for his 24 years of service. He was instrumental to bringing a championship to Dallas.
The Dallas Mavericks have made it official. Jason Kidd is their new head coach, according to reports. Kidd replacing Rick Carlisle, who resigned after a 13-season career with the Mavs. Kidd very familiar with Dallas. He had 2 stints there as a player.
Just for the whole situation throughout the summer, trying to figure out where I was going to play, and not one, no organization that was talked about. What if I would start, come off the bench? It was more so just of my style of play and that they wanted me there.
Luka Dončić has been the face of the Dallas Mavericks and should be for some time now. My name is Luka, and I just signed a 5-year, $207 million extension. So Luka will be in the fold for the Dallas Mavericks.
You've obviously heard a lot of noise about Luka Dončić and the relationship that he has with Kristaps Porzingis.
We all heard in the NBA circle that there was tension between the two, but I would have to say that's fake news. I think they both want to compete.
The Mavericks, well, we know the big one there. He continues to be out. He's out again today with these back spasms after Jason Kidd told us a week ago that he was fine. I don't know what to make of it, but it's been confusing at this point.
A foul on Lee here. Hardaway is down. Just the way he landed. That leg was up. That left leg was up and put no weight on that left leg. Hardaway will be helped off the floor.
Trading Kristaps Porzingis to the Washington Wizards. Porzingis was brought to Dallas. He could team up with Luka Dončić. Porzingis just hasn't really gotten the footing that they thought he would have coming out of the New York Knicks.
Luka got in shape, and now he's not a great defender, but he does know their schemes. But what they've done defensively, they don't let teams isolate their worst defenders. Their team defense has been really good. This is the team that maybe could make a run in the West.
Comes all the way out to the logo. Here's the switch. It's Luka against Josh Richardson. Left side of the floor. Luka's three. It's a ring.
Going to get down.
Luka Magic.
For the first time since 2011, when the Mavericks won the title, they are advancing in the playoffs. They hold off the Jazz and take this first-round series in 6.
We're going to be seeing this photo for a long time. The Phoenix Suns are going to be seeing this for a long time. This shot will hang on permanent display in the Museum of Ass Kickings.
I don't like losing, especially not like this. I play like terrible. If we say on our season, we talk about the season, I'm really proud of this team, man. Everybody, every player. Nobody had us here. I promise we fought till the end, but I'm really proud of this team.
With the 37th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Jaden Hardy from the NBA G League's Team Ignite.
I think it's a good trade for Dallas. Christian Wood's got a lot of talent. He can give you 20 and 8. He's got that kind of potential, and Luka needs somebody that he can rely upon to give the ball to offensively.
Jalen Brunson intends to sign a 4-year deal with the Knicks worth a little over $100 million. Brunson, coming off a career year with the Mavs, averaged over 16 points and 5 assists a game.
No expectations. Always the goal is the same for me, for the team. We're trying to win the championship. That's the only goal we have. To be an MVP of this league, not a lot of people can say it, but it's a long progress. Hopefully one day I can win it.
They can't win. He's got to empower those other guys instead of waiting on him to do everything. Those guys let's see what Luka's going to do. I'm like, no, man, y'all in the NBA too. Y'all can play. But they're never going to win a championship the way they play right now because it's all Luka all the time.
Luka Dončić is, quote, strongly urging the Mavericks to obtain assets in order to help with a playoff run this season. If the Mavericks were looking to build for a playoff run, they would have to look no further than the fact that the Mavericks have relied on the star power of Dončić.
Well, the Dallas Mavericks making a huge trade tonight. Kyrie Irving, one of the most controversial names in all of sports, is now a Maverick. Mavs fans have been begging for some support for Luka, but boy, Kyrie brings a lot of baggage.
The Dallas Mavericks are the worst place on earth for Kyrie Irving. He's the best dribbler, but the Mavericks have who is better at these things in Luka Dončić. There's not enough ball to go around. This is subtraction by addition.
And now he's got it in the backcourt. Up ahead to Kyrie. He stops. He fakes a shot. Now Luka going back to Kyrie. A pump fake. Steps to the defense. Lost the ball. Thrown up ahead to Kyle Anderson, and it's all over.
They fined the organization $750,000 for conduct detrimental to the league, violated the league's player resting policy, desire to lose the game in order to improve the chances of keeping its first-round pick.
Kristaps Porzingis trade, losing Brunson for nothing, Kyrie Irving trade. You are always on the clock with a player like Luka Dončić. It is hard to see a pathway of getting the kind of players around Luka Dončić and Kyrie Irving that would make this team a contender again.
Oklahoma City traded 12 for 10 to Dallas. The Mavs getting the 12th overall selection with Derek Lively. The Thunder got Cason Wallace and the rights to Davis Bertans.
So clearly you are comfortable here.
Absolutely.
What made that decision so easy for you?
Really trusting each other to be the best possible version of ourselves. Just make this a home for me for the next few years, peace of mind wise. You got people that believe in you.
Now, Grant Williams becomes the Celtics' second homegrown draft pick to get traded this year after Marcus Smart was sent off to the Memphis Grizzlies. Williams is set to sign a $54 million deal with the Mavs.
I believe that if the Dallas Mavericks struggle this year, that Luka Dončić will ask out of Dallas. You and Kyrie are together, and for some reason that doesn't work. I think the likelihood of him asking out is significantly higher.
In an unexpected move, Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban has agreed to sell the majority of his stake in the team. The family of Miriam Adelson, the widow of casino magnate Sheldon Adelson, they're the prospective buyers of the team.
You have to do everything possible when you have a player like Luka Dončić on your roster as far as finding the most talent to surround him. And I know there was 2 first-round picks that went out. When you get Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington, and that upgrades your roster.
Kleba looking in for Irving. Irving for the win! Oh my! A southpaw finish from Kyrie Irving! Just absurd!
With the Dallas Mavericks now climbing in the standings right now, it just seems like it's kind of Luka's award to lose. Every year, somehow Luka manages to get consistently better, even though his last year was phenomenal.
Luka, 73 points.
I was just going, whatever the defense give me. They double me all the time, so I tried to make some plays. Then sometimes I would just break the double. So just seeing the game. Probably on the top, one of the top, I'm glad we got a win.
Luka's going to play through everything. I don't see any scenario where Luka Dončić is sitting games. He's dealing with a knee sprain, he's dealing with an ankle soreness, ankle sprain, and now he's dealing with this chest sternum issue. I don't think he's going to be missing time, but clearly he's playing through a bunch of stuff.
And the final standing ovation and roar from the Mavericks fans here in Dallas. Mavericks in the second round. The respect factor after 6 hard-fought games.
And the Dallas Mavericks, for the second time in 3 years, are going to the Western Conference Finals. The series is over, and Dallas is moving on, coming back from 17 points down to win the series 4-2.
Enjoy the moment. Realize how hard you work to get there. Nothing's guaranteed in this league, especially making it to the finals every year. We couldn't have done it without a collective responsibility, us working together every single day, practicing hard, doing the little things. So we should reward ourselves by playing hard.
It doesn't matter if I was hurt. How much was I hurt? I was out there, tried to play, but I didn't do enough. I'm proud of every guy that stepped on the floor, all the coaches, all the people behind. Obviously, we didn't win finals, but we did have a hell of a season, and I'm proud of every one of them.
When you have a postseason that was as challenging and as long as this was for the Mavs, they're going to use that experience. They're going to come back better, and they can really learn with, gain experience with, and hopefully win a championship with.